Well, hey there, Kentuckiana, 6 a.m. here on your Wednesday. We're glad you're joining us. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Jim Stratman. Looking forward to another beautiful day out in Kentuckiana, and it is all set to be as well out here. We have Julie Martin with us here in studio talking all about this forecast. And Julie, it's setting up to be a wonderful day today, but raining on our parade just a little bit as we get a little bit further on into the week.
We need to get through today because today is going to be absolutely beautiful out there. Right now we are at 55 degrees with a calm wind and just a few clouds in the sky, but the forecast looks great today. Plenty of abundant sunshine, and we'll be warming things all the way up to 81 degrees. It's just going to be a gorgeous late spring feeling day, early summer. And even our overnight lows will be pretty warm as well. We'll be about 10 degrees above average, 60 in general in Louisville, and around high 50s there across Kentuckiana. So looking at our radar right now, nothing really to worry about. We've got a few clouds here and there, but overall most of our area is really pretty clear, and it's going to be a really pretty day out there, again with the sun shining and the temperatures warming up. We do have a chance for some rain moving in, so enjoy today. So Thursday, maybe a little bit of rain in the afternoon, and Friday is really going to be the main rain day, though, and we will see likely some thunderstorms along with that rain, but it will move out by early Saturday and make way for a fairly nice weekend as well. So for today, looking at some sunny skies out there, and then around lunchtime, well, warming up to 74, but we will also hit around 81 degrees. Just beautiful.
Thank you. Right now, Pope Francis is lying in state at St. Peter's Basilica. This is a live look from Rome. The Pope's body was moved a few hours ago and will lie in state until Friday. The 88-year-old Argentine pontiff passed away Monday after suffering a stroke. Cardinals have begun preparations for the conclave to choose the Pope's successor. According to current norms, the conclave must begin between May 5th and the 10th. The Vatican says the Pope will be laid to rest Saturday. His funeral is at 10 a.m. in St. Peter's Square. World leaders, including President Trump and the presidents of Argentina and Ukraine, are expected to attend. We'll have more, about how Pope Francis is being honored here in Louisville in the next half hour of GMK.
New this morning, a man is in critical condition after he fell from a bridge into a creek in East Louisville. Anchorage Middletown Fire and EMS says that it happened before 8:30 last night along Westport Road, just behind the Speedway, which is close to Chamberlain Lane. They say that a store clerk called 911. That man was found unresponsive about 15 feet below the roadway, lying in shallow water. Bystanders were already performing CPR when crews arrived. You see all the vegetation around that creek bed. Firefighters said they had to use a chainsaw to clear a path to that man and rescue him. He was taken to the hospital in critical but stable condition.
Louisville's police chief wants to see charges brought against the owner of 2 dogs that attacked a man and an 8-year-old girl this week.
In my opinion, I think they should. You need to be responsible for your animals and what they do.
LMPD officers shot the 2 dogs after the attack on Monday. It happened at a home at 17th and Lee Streets in the Algonquin neighborhood. LMPD has body camera footage of the incident, and Chief Paul Humphrey says the officers' actions likely saved a life. The owner of the dogs has been identified, but according to local attorney Nick Mudd, bringing charges could be difficult.
Criminal liability really is minimal in Kentucky. There is a possibility the county attorney here and or the Commonwealth's attorney could look at filing want endangerment charges against the owner of the dog.
At this time, no charges have been announced. Louisville Metro Animal Services control officers are taking over the investigation. When we reached out, LMAS said it does not comment on ongoing investigations.
Indiana State Police say that they've made an arrest of a southern Indiana woman on multiple felony charges, including child sex abuse. According to the ISP, troopers arrested 37-year-old Christina McAdams of New Albany on Thursday. ISP says that it received a cyber tip in February about an adult possibly exploiting a child for sex through a dating app. That led authorities to McAdams, who is now charged with child sexual trafficking, promotion of sexual trafficking of a younger child, and promoting prostitution. ISP says that she was taken into custody without incident last week.
A Hardin County student is facing criminal charges after bringing a loaded handgun to school. According to district officials, North Harden High School was placed on lockdown around 2:30 on Monday. A 10th grade student at the school reported to school staff that he saw another student pull a gun from his backpack while in the restroom. The school resource officer immediately located the student in question. A loaded 9mm handgun was found in their backpack. The 16-year-old was taken into custody by the Radcliffe Police Department. The teenager is charged with unlawful possession of a weapon on school property, possession of a handgun by a minor, and carrying a concealed deadly weapon. 3 high school students from Pleasure Ridge Park are being called heroes after a fishing trip turned into a life-saving rescue.
I mean, they were down at Riverview Park when they saw a car plunge into the Ohio River, and without any hesitation, they all jumped into action. Now their school and their community are celebrating their courage. WHAS11's Jose Alonso and photojournalist Jessica Farley and Philip Merle show us more.
This caution tape next to the Riverview Park sign is just part of the story. According to LMPD, these 3 Pleasure Ridge Park high schoolers, Kene Valdez, Abraham Cruz, and Jacob Cruz, were fishing near the Greenwood boat ramp when a car suddenly drove into the Ohio River.
This is not the first time we did something like this. No, every time we go fishing, like we always say, every time we go fishing, something bad happens.
When I got up this morning, I had about 25 messages and from different sources.
Their principal, Jason Stinson, says he was surprised his students are making headlines, but not surprised about why.
These guys went out and put their lives on the line to save another human being. That's pretty big.
Officials say a mechanical emergency is what pushed the driver into the water.
So the car was going like towards the middle of the river.
That's when the teens took swift action to save the driver and keep the car from floating away.
I took off and I started running, and as soon as I started running, they both started running behind me. It was pretty quick. Like as soon as we got there, we got in the water. We found a rope. We don't know who gave it to
There was
them.
about like 7 people, and one of them had the rope in, so
Yeah.
he untied and threw it to me, and then I started swimming with it on my arm, and then he swam to the other side of the car, to the driver's side, and then got tied up in the back, and that's when he started pulling.
One of the students helped the driver back to the bank, bringing him to safety. 3 young heroes who happened to be at the right place at the right time. In PRP, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 on your side.
Metro Police say the driver was conscious when being taken to the hospital. He's believed to have non-life-threatening injuries.